Hey guys. So summer has finally arrived, and what better way to spend it than finally catching up on some good K-drama. So I decided to brush up one of the K-drama I have watched called Business Proposal. And I really think this series might be garbage. So basically Business Proposal is a K-drama romance which is decent enough to enjoy. Now the plot begins with our main lead Shin-Hari, a food researcher who is requested to replace and pose as her rich friend in a blind date with a man who turns out to be the president of the company that Shin-Hari works at. And of course, the president takes a liking to Shin-Hari. This is a K-drama that is basically fun, corny, and just something to enjoy in the moment. And I'm probably going to keep this review short because to be honest, there isn't much for me to discuss. This is a rom-com, what you expect. But anyways, let's go into what I like. What I basically like about this series is the character dynamics and relationships. I like the dynamic between the characters, especially the friend dynamics of the two male and female leads. It made me value the series more because it isn't just defined by two people having romance, but it also involves friendships that these people have made along the way. The organic friendships actually support the comedy and make the show's funny moments worth laughing at, and the humor isn't over the top and it's only there when absolutely necessary. And while I generally do enjoy rom-com, I don't think the romance in particular stands out completely in this one. The parts of the romance I enjoyed here in this series are these small bits of shared moments between the characters, where they share their experiences, their weaknesses, that make me feel something for this budding relationship and this growing romance, and it makes it feel more valuable. But sometimes really the cute, cringy one-liners make me smile every now and then, but it's just really often for shocking the audience with corniness. However, the cast have really strong on-screen presence. Most of the moments are carried by their charm or charisma. I think the actress who plays Shin-Hari carries a lot of the show as well, and she's very funny and charming in this. And damn, she acts really well in episode 1 where she pretends to be Young Seo, where she actually acts and feels like Young Seo with her mannerisms, her fashion sense, her speech, and all that stuff. I also like how all the goals and the motives here aren't easily achieved like hell. Most of the characters here have to do a lot of mental and verbal gymnastics to actually achieve their goals, and it makes conclusions feel earned. For example, for both Young Seo and Sung Hoon, where they both begin to like each other yet are complete opposites, yet they make efforts to become friends. They make efforts to break each other's boundaries, who accept each other, and then they become lovers. Or President Kang, who wants to date Shin-Hari, but even he, a very handsome, a very intelligent, a very rich individual, often loses his words and becomes less rational. Yet it's really satisfying to see Kang finally reach his goals of dating Shin-Hari because he's done tons of effort to reach that goal, and it also develops his cold, emotionless character into a wholesome, warm persona. You could somehow tell that this is his first time that he's been seriously open with someone since his parents. The build-up here, all of it, it's really satisfying. And I think also the reason why I really enjoyed this K-drama is basically the vibe, and it's super energetic, it's super happy. And while the series does get moody at times, it never acts on these moody elements all the time. Some K-dramas feel very tired and very dragging to follow because they're super sad most of the time, but this one,
shout out to everybody, I had fun.
Sadly enough though, this series seems to have a lot of flaws that almost outweigh its positive elements. The pacing starts to drag when the romantic relationships are finally established. The first 6 to 7 episodes were fun because we had a clear goal. The series has been building up to a moment where the characters finally fall in love with each other. But once that's achieved, once that's established, where do you basically go from there? What can you do that's new? What are the challenges? The series after that just seems to keep wasting its time, putting in filler episodes, wondering if the characters are dating or not, but then eventually picks up by the last episodes where we finally get a new set of challenges that are centered on introducing each other to each character's parental figures. It's good, basically, but still, it's not strong enough compared to the first half of the season. And probably my final con for this series is that while it did make me feel good at times, while I was enjoying myself genuinely with its fleshed out characters and romance build-up and satisfying conclusions, this K-drama is just one of the many shows that I will probably forget in the long run. I didn't feel super invested there wasn't anything memorable much about it, and I'll probably forget it in a few weeks. That is because while I did enjoy it, the tropes of this K-drama just bleed out a lot. It makes the story kind of very predictable in a way, and the only reason I really finished this series was because I really wanted to see where the relationships of these characters end. And that's the only standout saleable thing that this series has to offer, which is the satisfaction of seeing how their relationships grow and conclude. And while the conclusion of the main characters wanting to get married feels a little bit too fast, I would say that there is no better way to end it, to be honest, and I think I just got what I wanted. So I recommend this for people who just want to have something light and fun to watch. But if you're a nitpicker like me, you'll still enjoy it, to be honest, but you'll see its flaws. But you have to accept these flaws because it's a rom-com and they're known to use lots of generated tropes over the years. So to wrap this video up, I'm giving Business Proposal a fair 5 out of